Okay, this is our tutorial on how to use these laser cutouts that are hollow and open for crafting with things like glass, glitter, resin, mixed media sources. And I'm showing you in this tutorial how to use glass and resin. So I started by applying this cutout, the back side of it, to a piece of clear vinyl. It's Oracle 651. And we're just going to use it to hold all the stuff in. I'm using a 1 to 3 millimeter turquoisey glass, and then I'm using a little bit of a chunkier glass. And if you want to get the glass, you can get it in my shop. There is 2 different size bags. If you want to get 8 ounce or 16 ounce, it's completely up to you. Or you can order your glass from some other place. It's up to you where you want to get your supplies, but I just wanted to offer a tutorial on how to use these cutouts with glass and resin. So I'm using a pair of tweezers and a toenail kit that I got at Walmart. You don't have to use the tweezers. Obviously, you can push the glass around with your fingers. It's completely up to you. If you want to use the tweezers, you can get a little bit more precision with placing that glass where you want it to go. And I loved these silicone cups so much because it allowed me to like squeeze the cup and like pour the glass in. And then I'm using this tool that I had in that toenail kit. It's kind of got a flat end, so it's really easy to like scoop. I'm going to show you here in a second like how you can like scoop it out of the container and like pour it in with that tool. I found it really helpful. So you might want to consider using something like that. Or you could probably just use a popsicle stick. I don't know. But, you know, I'm just showing you what I'm using. So I just started filling in all this pattern with a glass, and I just alternated. And you're going to see towards the end, like it turns out to be a really, really, really cute pattern. I love this cross. It's kind of like a barn quilt cross. I just love the pattern of it. I think it's really fun. And there are 2 holes on these cutouts. Some of the cutouts have holes. Some of the cutouts don't. They're meant to be kind of leaning or something like that. I wanted people to have options. And if you don't like the hooks or the holes up top, you can just snip those off. Be really gentle if you decide to do that. But they're made to hang. So you can hang this on like a suction cup on your window and create like a stained glass look. It's just really cool. And so that's what we're going to do with this one, is create like a stained glass look. And I'm just continuing to fill in all these open spaces with that glass. And you can see as you move along, it goes a little bit quicker. And I think this project took me about an hour overall, about an hour and 15 minutes to do from start to finish. I've clipped this down into like 7 to 8 minutes just so you can see the process to help you get started and what to do. I thought this tutorial would be really, really helpful. So if you wanted to get that glass, I have the glass in my shop, but my friend Amanda Dillon with Metal Modern Designs, she has glass, also Deep South Shelling. She also has glass that you can get. You can get it on Amazon, and you can just use whatever you want to put in to this little cutout here. So I got this resin on Amazon. I've ordered a couple different brands, and I'm trying out different ones for these projects. And so this one is the first one I've used. I've used the Amazing brand. The one thing I will say is mix equal parts and mix. I think they recommend like 3 to 5 minutes. I sped this up. I did not mix it this fast, mix much slower so you have less bubbles. If you end up having bubbles, you can use like a heat tool like I'm using to kind of warm up your cup and help kind of break down those bubbles. You can also pre-mix your resin a little bit ahead and let it sit so the bubbles dissipate. But I just found that if I, use the resin the way that it was, even if there was a few bubbles in it, I drizzled it in, and towards the end, I just used my heat gun to kind of pop some of those bubbles as I went along. Now, I drizzled the resin. I didn't pour it all over the top, and I just used that blue tool there to just kind of drizzle little by little. And I used the end of a paintbrush to kind of spread it around. And then I just went on to each section. And this is going to get really fast because I did not want to have to sit you through the whole long process of doing each one of these squares, because it's a little tedious. It's fun. It's, really exciting. Now, I will tell you that resin is not all created equal. Some of that has smells. Be sure to wear a mask, use a ventilated space, wear gloves, try not to get it on your skin or your clothing, and just read the directions. Read it really good because each brand of resin is going to be different. This one did not have a smell, and I didn't have any issues. I didn't wear a mask, but I know that you should. It's completely up to you. So I'm just telling you what I did, but use proper PPE. Okay. Personal protection is important. Okay. So I just went block by block, pouring in the resin, using my paintbrush to kind of scooch it around and make sure that the resin got underneath each of those pieces of glass. And then towards the end, like I said, I used to use my heat gun to pop any excess bubbles. And it went really quickly. It wasn't, once you get the hang of it, just be really careful. If you're not wanting to get it on the wood frame, you need to use less resin. If you want to cover the resin over the frame, paint your frame first. I did not paint this frame, this laser outline. I didn't paint it first. I wanted that natural look for this because I wanted like a boho vibe. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with boho, but I love boho. So I did not paint the frame, but you could paint the frame first, then put in your glass or glitter or, your mica powders, whatever you want to do. You can even put fabric on the back of these, decoupage paper. You could use cardboard. There's so many different things. You could do like the stained glass clings. You could do a vinyl like I have here where you do like a colored vinyl. It's really completely endless, the ideas of what you can do with these cutouts, but I thought they would be a lot of fun. So these range about 12 inches or so, depending on the design. They're going to be about 11 to 12 inches in size. These are great for projects, great for workshops. We do sell these in bulk packs of 6, 12, or 18. You can get these as singles. There's 2 different collections offering the single individual pieces and then the bulk collection too. And, we don't sell resin at this time. I just did not feel like I wanted to do it just yet. We're going to see how this goes. And so now that we've got all those little openings filled in, I'm just taking that resin over the top of the wood outline just to kind of, seal it all in, give it the look I'm going for. It is completely optional. Use your creativity, have fun crafting with these. But just be sure that if you're not familiar with resin, it takes a little bit of working to get to know how it works. And once you kind of figure out, oh, this is how it goes, it's a little bit easier to work with. Now, the longer it sits, for me, it got a little bit thicker. And I did use this paintbrush, which I will never use again because once you use it with resin, you cannot reuse it. So I will have to toss this one. But I just use this paintbrush to kind of brush on that resin around the edges so that it didn't drip off the sides. I coated the hanger holes, and then this is where I used my heat gun, and I used it at 320 degrees. I moved really quickly, held it up high. You can't probably see how high it is, but it's about 8 inches off the surface. And then I just took my finger where I felt like the heat gun was blowing the resin a little bit, and I just kind of smoothed it back out. I put the cardboard piece underneath it, and this is what it looks like. I picked out some pieces that I could see were like little imperfections, and then I'm going to let this cure for about 24 hours. Then I'm going to peel that back off and add a hanger and display it, and I will show you what the finished look looks like. Thank you for watching.